So in letter 48, Seneca is addressing his friend Lucilius about friendship, and is, basically friendship something to share in, and in so what and how, uh, he asks. And let's just begin with what he is writing here. I wouldn't be your friend if everything that pertains to you were not my concern as well. Friendship creates between us a shared interest that includes everything, neither good times nor bad effects, just one of us will live in common. And no one can have a happy life if he looks only to himself, turning everything to his own advantage. Um, so and then he goes on and he says that like you who are my friend, your problems or whatever situations that you are in are my concern as well. And we tend to think about there are some things that our friends are in one or another situation that we don't want to have anything to do about it. I mean, for instance, I don't know, but I have heard of some people, you can imagine, like if they got a call from a friend and the friend is driving we can imagine like driving a car, and suddenly or for some reason the tire is off, or get punctured, so it cannot go on and driving on again. So what friend does is that he probably calls up, and and the man we're talking about now might say, oh, I cannot do this, or I'm unsure if I'm willing to put myself into that situation to come and have a look about it. Like you don't need to if you really can't, you don't need to get there yourself, or maybe it's the best choice that we have, to just come by ourselves. Hey buddy, is there something I can do to put another on so it can get worked again? Yeah, and so this could be an example, you can say. um, and is a friend. And another thing that he brings up, let me see here, is that there are, you might say, different types of friends. There are friends that you want to get something out of it. For example, if my tire goes off, I can just go out of my car and call everybody a friend. Hey friend, can you come and help me? And so on. Other things that like you might call versions of friendship might be that there's another thing which is important that Seneca brings up here, is that you see your friend as a fellow human, like a buddy, you might call. And he might be in a situation, and so he brings up examples that, let's see here, he says that that a friend can be in a situation that it gets shipwrecked, or it can be, you know, economical, like some like he uses the word impoverished, which and moreover, you know, sick. When it comes to, you know, shipwrecked, we nowadays we don't often get shipwrecked, but we can sort of think of if you are driving a car, right? That if you are driving, you know, off the cliff, and you know you got all your belongings in it, you know, computer or you know some valuable things, pick whatever you like, and you know those goes off on together with the car, and so you you know get lost of these, and so but you are, you know, safe, but you might need something, you know, to it, you can say, or it's the or the other example, uh, say that you get impoverished if you know don't have a income, might say, or something happens with your job and you need to, you know, pay your rent and go on living, and so on. Seneca, or you know, or being sick, like you're having a you know, fever, and you probably might need a body besides, right? So what Seneca says here is that you should, you know, go and help them with whatever you can. Let's see here. Um, and he is saying here that you should help them as if a lawyer helps his clients. A lawyer gives different advices to his clients, you know, telling him, oh, so are, like for example now, if we can, you know, think about it, we can sort of think that lawyer is giving advices on all sort of things that, you know, might be good for you and is, you know, rightly or correctly done in that way. And what the lawyer doesn't do is that he, you know, says one thing and then it turns out to be a bad, you can call it. And so what does it? And Seneca goes on saying, "Oh, but what when it comes to philosophers?" And he goes on saying that, "Oh, you can think of philosophers as that relation to its a pupil." And we can sort of think about, yeah, you know, like if a teacher and his student, and his you know, student does a, you know, misunderstands a, you know, whatever he's studying or making himself to understand, the teacher might say, for example, you know, you are getting this wrong. Um, hey, buddy, let's try another way. You might think about it. And another thing that he tells his friend Lucilius is about the syllogism, or what we, you know, usually call it Aristotelian logic. And he gives us first the right one or the wrong one, which is that, here if we can't find it, mouse is a syllable, but a mouse is cheese, therefore a syllable is cheese. And then here comes the right one. Mouse is a syllable, but a syllable doesn't eat cheese, therefore a mouse doesn't eat cheese. And now this is the right one that he's giving to his friend, you can call it. And why, you might ask? Mainly, and Seneca draws up opinions of all people, or and as well um, we might see here, well as philosophers. And what he means is that, oh, there are people that, you know, have all sorts of opinions, and you can, and you might, you know, listen to them and use it to your life, but there are opinions, right? And so we need to, you know, apply our syllogism, our logic, to whatever they are putting it, you know, to us, to our life, if you will. And does Seneca stop here? No, he goes on and saying that philosophers can be that as well. They, you know, tend to, and we might think of philosophers, they tend to talk about different things and have, you know, different opinions, and you know, you can go to the stoicism or and Epicureanism. Both has different opinions about, or views about pain and pleasure, or yeah, and you know, pick whatever you like, right? Um, but there might be some ditch. He actually doesn't use this word, but you can think of it that way. And he says that, see here, there might be some ditch. And so withdraw as far as you can from challenges and quibbles of philosophers. Honest, straightforward talk is better suited to real goodness. Even if you had a lot of life left to live, you will need to parcel out your time sparingly so as to have enough for necessities. And before that, he's saying that, you know, basically he's painting a line or a picture that he says, thus we mount to the stars. But interesting here is saying that, you know, when it comes to necessity, whatever situation that our friend is, you know, in, we might need to be, you know, straightforward and honest about whatever we are going to help them with. So, you know, if your friend or tire is going off and, you know, you can't unfortunately not show up because you are not in this surrounding, or, you know, pick whatever you want, and but you still, we can think of, you still need to be, you know, in somewhat way straightforward by, you know, telling, for example, oh, I cannot be there, but what I can do is that I'm going to get you on somebody that is, you know, willing to help or could to do it, and so on and so forth. So this is very important about it, and yeah.